According to the Mayan calendar, our world is supposed to end December 21st, 2012, as we know it. Many believe that due to recent events, this is what's going to happen. However, these current events can be directly linked to global warming. Glaciers are melting, sea levels are rising, cloud forests are drying up, and animals cannot keep up. Global warming is described as the increase of gas released into our atmosphere causing our planet's temperature to rise. This is known as the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is when our atmosphere lets in light but does not let any heat out. All this heat accumulates and raises the temperature of our planet severely. The increase of this temperature is linked to fossil fuels we as humans use on a daily basis. So in part, we're responsible for what's happening. For example, the top sheet of ice in Greenland melts every summer to a degree. On July 8, 2012, it was documented at 40%. Usually, this sheet ice melts, and some of it runs off into the ocean, but most of it stays on the ice and refreezes for the next year. However, 4 days later, on July 12, 2012, an astonishing increase up to 97% of the top sheet of ice was documented. This sort of destruction was unreal. A few days later, another shocking event occurred when a glacier known as Petermann's Glacier lost a large portion of its mass into the ocean. This was also odd considering back in 2010 it also documented to have lost another portion of its mass into the ocean. This sort of loss of mass of icebergs and sheets of ice has increased the sea level, causing other damages. This rising of our sea level is causing our mass of land that we live on in our country and others around the world to decrease. Our shores have been long encroaching on us for the past several decades, but in the past few years it has become increasingly aware of us. Our animals of our habitat cannot keep up. There have been several animals that have been documented and been watched to see how this change has affected them. The first on the list is the polar bear. As we know, the polar bears thrive on ice. It serves as a hunting ground and a resting place for these animals to survive. They use it as a hunting ground to catch seals, adult seals that is, that pop up above the ice searching their surroundings. They also use it as a resting place. They hop off, they go hunt, they bring it back to their glacier and thrive on it. However, due to this loss of mass in these glaciers, they have to swim further distances to find stable ground. Many have moved their nesting places to solid land, which causes them to have to swim farther and longer to hunt for food and bring that food back for their offspring. This sort of exercise has found to have an increase on their body mass. They've lost weight, which in turn affects their reproductive organs. Their populations are slowly diminishing due to this global warming. It is undeniable that global warming is taking place. We can no longer deny it, and it has become an issue so severe that we must take action. Our planet and our ecosystems are suffering because of the use of our fossil fuels. The greenhouse effect has jumped enormously in the past few decades and has become a political issue for several terms now. So, we as humans need to be conscious about this and need to start making decisions that are going to help our planet instead of diminish it and save us from this sort of destruction.